2-3% equation. This is the shortcut version that Nick so desperately wanted me to show you, right? All right, so even if you know it, you still have to write it down. So here's what happens. We have a percent equation, and that would be the part equals the whole times the percent. Before we were doing a cross multiply. Now we're doing the part, instead of the part over the whole, we're doing the part equals the whole times the percent. That little dot means times, okay? Percent. There you go. So we have, in the percent equation, the part equals the whole times the percent. In the proportion, we did part over whole equals percent over 100, remember? Okay, so we're kind of eliminating the 100 right here. All right, so here's what it looks like. Okay, that's what we just did. Now here we go. So we have here the same kind of chart. So we have a type, an example, and an equation. So if we're just finding the percent,
You have to write it down.
yeah, it's in your book too, but you might want it in your notes for the quiz.
We already did it.
Okay?
We already do it?
No, it's a different one.
Oh, yeah.
So find the percent. 3 is what percent of 6? So it's just 3 equals some number times 6. Some number percent. Find the part. What number is 50% of 6? Part. We don't know the part. Equals 0.5 for 50%, right? 0.5 times 6. The 0.5 is the 50% as a decimal. You'll see what I mean. And then the whole, 3 is 50% of what number? 3 equals 0.5 times the whole number. So this is in your book. Okay? You can refer to it when you're doing your work today. But it's the same kind of thing, except we don't have fractions anymore, right? No more fractions, no more proportions. Just a straight equation. Right now it just looks like a bunch of gibberish, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're going to practice. We'll write down some examples. Yes. Just stretching. Okay. So again, it's either we're finding the percent, we're finding the part, or we're finding the whole. That doesn't change. It's just the equation changes. It gets a lot simpler here. So if we are finding the percent, we start with the part, percent times the whole. If we're finding the part, we start with part equals percent times the whole. And then if we're finding the whole, then it's still part equals percent times the whole. I'm going to give you an example so that your brain doesn't hurt so bad anymore. Okay. Here's what it looks like. Does this look like what we just did? Right here? What number is 12% of 150?
Yeah.
Yeah. What number is the part, right? And so if you had to set it up as a proportion, it would be what? P over 150 equals 12 over 100, but Nick said there's a great shortcut. And who else? Raise your hand if who else knew the shortcut from 6th grade? Oh, quite a few of you. Okay? So the shortcut is this. If I'm looking for the part, right? I'm looking for what number is 12%? The part. Then I go to this one. What is the part? So I say P equals. What's 12% as a decimal? 0.12, right? We move the decimal places, 2 places over. Okay? So that's all you have to do. Change your percent into a decimal and multiply it, which is why he was able to do those so fast and other people were doing them so fast. And that is 18. 0.12 times 150 is 18. Okay, so since Nick, you were so adamant about this shortcut thing, why does the shortcut work? Where does the Where does the 100 go?
100 is still with the percent because it's still being out of the 100.
Okay. So where did it go, though? Who knows? Raise your hand if you know. Where did the 100 disappeared, right, from this? I don't have 100 anymore. Where did it go, Abby?
Well, because 12 is 12 hundredths. So it's like saying 12 over 100 but putting it in a decimal.
Good. So if you divide in your calculator, if you put 12, you can do it. 12 divided by 100. You guys want to try? Try it. 12 divided by 100. What do you get? 0.12. Good shortcut? So it's just changing the percent to a decimal every time. If you don't know how to change a percent to a decimal, you better plug it in and check, right? All you have to do is divide by 100.
Anyone does to 13?
It's magic.
Oh, I know, huh?
So magic. Try 5 over 100. Try that.
Okay. Oh my god.
0.05. It's great, right? All right. Any questions on what I did there? Questions? We're good so far? So I didn't know the part, so I had to solve for the part. What if I'm trying to find the percent? Well, let's try this first. What is 6% of 200? Let's try that first. Try that one. What is 6% of 200? You guys try it. 6% of 200. I bet. What is 6% as a decimal, you guys? 0.06. 0.06, right? So what should I do with the 0.06? Who knows? You can raise your hand. What should I do with the 0.06, Maddie?
Multiply it by 200.
Multiply it by 200, and what do you get?
12.
12. Raise your hand if you got 12.
What?
So all you had to do was say 0.06 times 200 equals 12. That's it. And you're done. Do you like the shortcut? Yes. We love the shortcut. All right. Try this one. Try this one right here. 72% of 50. What is 72 as a decimal, or 72% as a decimal, guys? Say it. 0.72. So now you know what to do. Go.
How are you guys so fast?
They're fast.
Flash.
Alex C., what'd you get?
36.
Yep. Did you all get 36?
I got 36.
Good job. Good job. Shortcuts are great, aren't they? Okay, wait, don't say it. Question?
How would you explain it if you put into a word problem? Like,
We're going to do some of those. So hold that thought. You know that we give you the basics and then we give you a word problem every time, right? Every math book you've ever had did that, right?
No.
Yeah. So we're going to do some. Don't worry. We'll practice. All right. Here's a different way. So if you look at your chart, this one says 21 is what percent of 40? So do I know the percent?
yes.
No. I know the part and I know the whole. So you should look for the first one, right?
Got it.
The part. The part goes first. So this is 21 equals some percent times 40. So to solve for the percent, I divide by 40 here. Divide both sides by 40. So I'm solving for the percent. I need to get the n. I'm using n for percent number. And if I divide both sides by 40, I should get 0.525. But that's not my answer, right? Because it says what percent. So I have to move the decimal back 2 places. Okay? So you take the part, you divide by the whole, And that will give you the percent, but it gives you a decimal, and you just have to know that you need to move that. This is the most common mistake people make on the quiz and the test. They forget to move the decimal to make it 52.5. Now, if you go back to the very top of the notes, I'll move it real quick, but look right here. See how I put part over whole equals percent? That's what we did. That's the shortcut. Part over whole. So right here, part over the whole. So you don't have to write it this way every time. Just do 21 divided by 40. Got it? And then move your decimal place. Shortcut, good?
Awesome.
Part over whole. Move the decimal place 2 places to the right and you're good. If you don't move the decimal 2 places to the right, bad. Very bad, right? Yeah.
I'm confused. How do you get the answer again?
Oh, so you just take the part over the whole and divide it.
Okay.
But this is the setup. 21 equals the percent times 40. This is where it comes from. We divide by 40 to solve for n. Divide by 40. Okay? So you don't have to write this every time. Just know that it's the part divided by the whole. Part divided by whole. Got it? You're going to try one, right? You got this? Yeah. When do you get what? I don't know. In the mail. They come in the mail. All right, here we go. I'm not going to make you try one of those because it's easy. We're going to try it in the book, but I want you to write down the last example. This is the last thing for notes today. 13 is 20%, 26% of what number? Shh. Do I have the part or the whole there? Part. Part. And remember, it's part equals percent times whole. Part equals percent times whole. What is 26% as a decimal? 0.26. Good. So it's part equals 0.26 times the whole. Divide both by 0.26. So you should get 50. Keep trying. Punch it in again.
No, because you said if there's...
Punch it in again.
No, Monroe, it wouldn't be 50, would it? Because you're
Yeah.
dividing by a decimal.
Try it. Try it.
Because you said back here it said...
Divided by or multiplied?
13 divided by 0.26. Did it work?
Yeah.
Should. Because look at this. What's 13 times 2? Ah, 26. What's 50%? A half, right? Well, we now we don't have the whole, so we have to divide by the percent. So it works the same way. Okay? So, this is what I want you guys to write down. So you're going to write down, what was the first one I just said? Sorry. That was part over whole equals percent. You can also have part over percent equals the whole. That's what we just did, right? Part over the percent equals the whole. Another shortcut.
That's so cool.
Very cool. All right, so what you guys are going to do, in your book, on page 132, I want you to do 1 through 3. Then we will check them, and then you can move on to the rest. But do 1 through 3 in 5 minutes. 1 through 3. 132. It's right here in the notebook. Page 132. 1 through 3.
Are we going to have to practice page 133?
Yes, that's after this. But let's make sure we're doing it right first, okay? Got it? 132, 1 through 3.